Hello and Christmas greetings from a very festive Old Market Square with me, Jordan Guerrero, and I'm basically here to guide you through all things festive from this great county. Here's what's coming up.
We've been down to discover the magic of Peter Pan and meet the cast at this year's Panto at the Theatre Royal.
I love it. I'm really excited about being in Nottingham because I'm a Leicester boy. And so, believe it or not, before you were even born, I was coming to Nottingham clubby.
And we've also been along to Jerry Green's dog rescue to enjoy a Christmas afternoon supporting Hounds Without Homes.
We've got calendars for sale, we've got a tombola, we've got puppuccinos, all sorts, raffles and all sorts going on.
And the Christmas market was back at Nottingham Castle for its second year.
Christmas at the Castle is back for its second year and it's twice the size. That means twice the amount of independent designer makers from Nottingham and Nottinghamshire.
We've caught up with a family-run farm where you can pick your very own Christmas tree.
Last year we couldn't believe how many people came to us. It was really popular, far more than we expected, and we had so many happy customers. We've had lots of repeat business this year.
Now, it wouldn't feel like Christmas without the music or pantomimes, and this year's one is Peter Pan Panto at the Theatre Royal, which sees a star-studded cast take to the stage TV legend Paul Chuckle, to me, I know you know the rest of it, and Gok Kwan, fashion guru.
Panto, a tradition of laughter, extravagance and a dash of magic. This year the Theatre Royal is off to Neverland with their production of Peter Pan, starring Gok Kwan, Paul Chuckle and Steve Hewlett. But behind the glitz and glamour of the stage, there's a world of chaos and creativity that makes the show come to life, and we've been granted exclusive access to hear how the stars are feeling behind the curtain.
I'm from Nottingham, so being back here on this side of things after having seen so many shows in the audience, and it's just so lovely. Everyone's great.
I've never been here before, never met any of these people before, so creating a family in a new place away from home is just something lovely to know that you can do and lovely to have.
But a show is only as good as the crew behind it, and company manager Martin Hutchinson says the effort of putting a panto together helps get the cast and crew into ship shape.
We spend so much time working intensely together and putting on this beautiful thing for for an audience that actually it's really nice to celebrate the fact that we actually enjoy spending time with each other. I mean, you've seen it today. Everyone's warming up together. It is a real family feel on this show, and I'm so privileged that I get to manage that because actually it's a beautiful thing. Panto season is this crazy thing. It's this whirlwind 6 weeks where we do the equivalent of a West End show, and we pull everyone together, and then in 6 weeks' time we all disappear and we never see each other again. And it's a really crazy mental thing. But for Christmas and New Year, we're each other's families.
With thousands of people expected to be packing out the Theatre Royal, they want to put on a show that's accessible to all, with British Sign Language interpreters like Donna Ruane ready to help translate the magic.
For Panto, it's so lovely because it's interactive, so it really encourages that. And we just see a lot of deaf community members coming along, having fun, being able to share it with both deaf and hearing members of their family and their friends. And it's just a great social kind of get-together for them.
Peter Pan is well underway and the show will continue up until the 12th of January, proving that this literary classic will never grow old. Daisy Jameson for Notts TV.
So, what were we supposed to say?
They said something to Notts TV.
Right.
Merry Christmas!
Yeah, he said Merry Christmas, Notts TV.
Merry Christmas!
Happy New Year!
Woo!
You're so good at this.
Thank you, I'm trained.
Yeah.
So we're going to get right into it.
Yeah.
Paul Chuckle, to me.
To you.
I love it.
To me mainly.
Who are you most excited to work alongside?
Myself. I'm joking. I love all of them. There's lots of really lovely moments between friends on stage.
And you went tell that as an audience member, you don't see that.
And if we're having fun, then the audience have the best night ever. And so, absolutely. But we insist on it. And it starts actually backstage. It starts in the dressing rooms. It starts in the corridors. And it's, I've been doing this for many years now. And I always believe if you go into it having the best season of your life, then it's going to project that onto the stage, because we don't want a single person to be in that audience and think, actually, I've really never done tonight. Exactly. And that you want them to join in. And it's brilliant. It's a wonderful moment. So
give your costume a little bit of a rating. What do you make of the costume when you first saw it?
So my costume, basically, I am like grown-up sushi. It's how I put it. I look. It's designed to look like, I'm a mermaid. I'm a magical mermaid. It's also hyper camp. It's about having loads and loads of
just going extra.
Extra, and everything is to be extra. So the costume is designed to be extra. I've just put it on. It's now swimming in a tank.
next door, and it literally looks like a fish. It's very magical. It's very special.
And obviously you're not a newbie to pantomime, and Nottingham is huge on it, absolutely huge on anything theatrical. I like to call it the Midlands Trafalgar Square. How excited are you to kind of be in and amongst that?
I love it. I'm really excited about being in Nottingham because I'm a Leicester boy. And so, believe it or not, before you were even born, I was coming to Nottingham clubbing. So I'm really excited about being back in the Midlands. And in a bizarre way, it's kind of like a homecoming gig for me. So when I was growing up, Nottingham was the closest city place we'd go to. Exactly. We'd come here shopping, we'd come here clubbing. And Monday night used to be the best gay night in the Midlands. That was a really good night, so we used to come here. And so it's going to be really exciting about coming back and sitting in the Midlands, hearing the accents, all of those things. I've been in London now for 32 years. It's a long time. So to kind of come home and to be at a big show, and like you say, it's, the Trafalgar Square of the Midlands, it's going to be wonderful to bring all the audience in and get them to have loads and loads of fun.
And obviously you're well known for the TV. How's it compare kind of being on the big and small screens in our living rooms to being on stage?
Well, there's an intimacy you get with theatre. There's a right now moment. And so when you're on stage and, you've got scripts with like musical cues and lighting cues and exit cues and all of those things, but there is a really beautiful intimacy and immediateness.
You don't get
on. Yeah, you don't get that on television. And also when you can see the audience, that's the other thing as well. So when you look out and there's those wonderful moments when you're throwing a line to the audience or you're bringing them in for a gag, and everyone's trying to catch it. Exactly, and they have to try and catch it. And hopefully they will catch it. But also as well, what's really lovely is when you get them involved, because it's so funny, because whenever we're in rehearsals every single year, the first week we're all terrified and nervous, and we're learning the dance routines and the songs and everything else, the scripts. We always say this, that we're just waiting for the final actor to arrive, and that's the audience, because the audience are as involved with the show as we are, and it has to be that way, and it's got to be a collaboration between the two. We want to break the fourth wall. We don't want that.
Do you anticipate a great crowd from Nottingham?
100%. The Midlands are great, aren't they? Because they're rowdy and they're up for it and they want to be involved.
Do you want some heckling?
Of course, bring it on. Whatever you can throw at me, Jordan. What are you in that audience and what you throw?
Give them booze.
No, never a boo. I don't get a boo. I'm the fairy. I get the cheer. I always play a very similar role in all the shows. I never play a bad heat. It's just not my character. And number one, I wouldn't be very good at it. Number two, I don't like not being liked. Yeah. It's kind of my personality. It's always to fix stuff, and also I'm quite fearless in real life, and not that is being typecast, but you kind of know what roles suit you. And I guess I get kind of jealous of performers when we're so versatile that they can fit into any role. For me, I'm very comfortable in
the certain role. Yeah,
exactly, and I kind of know what to do.
That's a good thing though. You like having your niche that you can hit all the time.
Yeah, and it's great, and I always get the biggest cheers. Yes.
We wish you all the best, and I'm definitely going to be in the stands heckling all the way.
So are you be booing or cheering me now?
A bit of both, I'm afraid.
Jordan, honestly, you're so mean.
You need a bit of boo, isn't it? That's a bit of atmosphere. Brilliant. Thank you very much for joining us. Cheers. God, isn't it awfully cold outside? We've been taking a look at what's in and around Notts this Christmas.
Christmas has come early at this dog rescue in Nottinghamshire as Santa stopped by to greet some furry friends. Dogs and owners from around the county queued up for the annual Santa Paws experience. It's the 4th year running this event, and it has been put on by Jerry Green's Dog Rescue in Blideth, and all for a good cause too.
It's a chance for the community to come along and for the dogs to come and meet Santa Paws. We've got stalls on, so we've got calendars for sale, we've got a tombola, we've got puppuccinos, all sorts, raffles and all sorts going on. So their donations will go towards lots of things. So winter's coming, the kennels, keeping the dogs warm and cosy. So a lot of costs will go towards that. It'll go towards feeding, and it'll go towards just generally looking after the dogs in our care.
Guests were each invited to have a photo opportunity with Santa for a small fee, as well as to explore various stalls of raffles, tombolas and gifts. Many were keen to show their appreciation for the charity's work, while also enjoying the festivities.
We're looking for a rescue dog. It was very difficult to find one until we came to Jerry Green's, and we found the perfect dog in Minnie. We want to keep supporting Jerry Green's, and that's why we've come here today.
I've not been before, but I've seen it online. I thought, oh, it sounds cute, so I'll give it a go. So I've come with Hattie, and the main reason was to see Santa.
Proceeds from the day will help the centre with their ongoing work in rehoming and rescuing dogs in Nottinghamshire.
Centre manager Amanda Shaw felt the generosity and support of the community is the success of these events.
Really nice to see that the community coming supporting us back, and it's all for the dogs, looking after these guys in our care. It's what we do. The more we can do, the more money we can raise, the more dogs we can help.
And Father Christmas himself shared his dedication to supporting this cause.
Been very, very active, very busy, and the dogs have loved it. So have the other people around. It's a good, worthwhile charity for looking after dogs and rehoming them, because they're the best thing that can happen. Dogs are for life, not just Christmas.
With the day full of festive spirit, this season of giving brings hope not just for those who've been nice, but for those dogs who've been good boys and girls too. Kira Byrne for Notts TV.
I like to have the children, all my family around me at Christmas. I love that. I like to have everybody there. You know, that's the most important thing to me anyway.
I like to spend Christmas Day with the family. Yeah, opening Christmas presents obviously, and we do a Secret Santa. That's our Christmas tradition. The family used to do a Secret Santa. It's usually something silly because, you know.
What's the weirdest Secret Santa present that you've got?
Well, I got one off my grandson, and it was a chunky necklace. It was plastic and it was like a chain, so I threatened I'm going to wear it when he's 18. He's 14 at the moment, so I'm going to wear it when he's 18.
Still remember that, I'm sure.
Normally we like to spend the time with the families and doing some games, board games in particular, and I'm Italian, so we celebrate the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day too with a lot of food, a lot of wine.
That's all from us from part 1, but grab yourself a mince pie or whatever sweet treat tickles your fancy and come back after the break for more Christmas fun. Don't go anywhere. Now, we all have our own unique Christmas traditions, don't we? Mine's to overeat mince pies and pretend to love my deodorant gift set. Thanks, Nan. But we've been out to hear what Christmas means to you and what traditions you have.
Our daughter is coming, she's living here in Nottingham, and we're going to eat with each other. We're all making something. The most important is that we're all together, and and that my daughter is coming from here to Holland.
Pretty much get the whole traditional family all around and just play box games and all that. And then, not to mention going around the market around here as well as the family and have a good time really.
We like to eat panettone and
garlic prawns for starters
on Christmas morning, and then we might have a prosecco with a little bit of orange juice.
Yeah, Bucks Fizz, Baileys, all the good things, lots of things.
A family.
I'm not too pressed about roasted apple. I have to eat because it's Christmas Day, but I'd gladly have a bowl of pasta if I did it.
Traditions, well, in Spain they don't eat on the 25th, they eat on the 24th, so that we eat with his parents on the 25th, mine on the he's on the 24th, mine on the 25th, and then we keep celebrating until Three Kings there, so it's like 2 or 3 weeks of partying.
Lovely. So what would you say you prefer? Which one would you prefer, Spanish Christmas or English?
I prefer English Christmas, decorations, lights, gravy, pigs and blankets.
Branching out across Kirk Farms in Costock is a Christmas selection box of more than 40,000 fir trees. The family-owned tree business opened just last year, but those behind it have been planting these trees for the past 8 years. It's not a commercial model that sees regular custom all year round, but Rachel, who's the third generation of her family to work on the farm, is looking forward to the upcoming December weekends. That's because business is likely to boom when families come along to pick out the perfect tree to place in their living rooms this Christmas.
Last year we couldn't believe the sort of how many people came to us. It was really, really popular, far more than we expected, and we had so many happy customers. We've had lots of repeat business this year. We've only got Nottingham fir Christmas trees here. These are the special non-needle drop type, so you could put them up middle of November. As long as you keep them watered, away from radiators, they'll last right through till after Christmas.
The company aims to offer a full experience by letting its customers pick and cut down their own tree. It also offers child-friendly activities like an elf hunt and sheep feeding for a full family afternoon. Jack is the 4th generation of Kirk Farmers and home from uni to help out his family business on this busy weekend.
It's a unique experience because you get to bring the family here, you get to walk around, you make it an experience, you make a whole day of it. You come down, cut the tree down, pick it. Then there's also the elf trail, so the kids can come around and it's just a fun activity for them. There's like a few elves in the trees and they make a word out of the letters. And yeah, it's a bit of fun for them, I suppose.
The farm's also collaborating with other local businesses to enhance the customer experience. That includes Weaver's Wines and Bonington Blooms to bring wine and wreath making to the table. So as Christmas approaches, it's not just a tree, but a tradition for this family-owned farm during this festive period. Kira Byrne for Notts TV.
Colourful wrapping, Christmas crackers and shiny tinsel are a regular part of the festive season, but not always a sign of sustainability. Volunteers from Waste Not, a local eco-friendly shop in Sherwood, have set a goal to reduce single-use plastic at all costs this Christmas. They encourage customers to be more sustainable, especially during one of the most environmentally damaging seasons of the year. Claire Stevens, a volunteer at the shop, says this period is a very wasteful time of the year.
There's a lot of pressure on people to provide the perfect Christmas, which leads to a lot of overconsumption and overspending. I read that 100,000 tonnes of plastic packaging is thrown away each Christmas, and that's in the UK alone, and that's just over the 3-day period.
The shop provides only ethical products, meaning all its suppliers follow a zero-waste strategy, selling things from coffee beans to shampoos. Customers come with containers and fill them up, which allows them to purchase only the amount they need to avoid unnecessary waste. One of them is Karen Gary, who has been using sustainable Christmas techniques for several years now.
We try to use wraps, so cloth wraps, and newspaper that you recycle, or you use brown paper and then you actually draw on it. I also do a lot of Christmas shopping from local artists, so trying to support the community again here in Sherwood. I even used old Christmas cards and cut the front bit off and then use it for little tags and things.
Apart from saving the planet, Waste Not donates all the profits to food banks and Nottingham Framework. And to support an eco-friendly Christmas, volunteers created a blog to provide tips for those who is not yet on the green path. Parkash Ross, one of the founders of the project, shared some of them.
First thing is to reuse things. So if you're going to buy things, buy second hand. One of the biggest things for me is not buy wrapping paper, because all it does is get ripped up and put into the bin, and often it can't be recycled because it's shiny. Third thing I would say is buy less. Try and think of other ways in which you can show your love and appreciation of your family and relatives and friends.
Recently, the shop reached the milestone of saving more than 35,000 plastic bottles. Volunteers say it's just the beginning, and their main goal is to keep Christmas green, and not just the tree. Katerina Sabadash for Notts TV.
The festive season for these members at Pulp Friction is an absolute highlight of their year. And for this vital organisation, things like an annual choir performance and Christmas dinner are just some of the festive treats on their way. But until then, they're swapping Christmas crackers for cracking eggs as they prepare hearty breakfast for their local police officers. It's a festive tradition between Nottinghamshire Police and Pulp Friction that's been going on for the last 3 years. And it gives chance for these members, all who have learning difficulties and special educational needs, to put into practice the skills they're learning here in Bestwood.
Been doing crafts and making cards and just having a good time and making new friends, and just enjoy coming and really like to be here. Yay.
My favourite thing, singing in the fire on Friday night.
I've been singing with the choir, singing Christmas songs. It's big, but it's good. It kickstarts Christmas for a lot of people.
Because it's my birthday.
When?
Christmas Day.
Oh, are you excited for that?
Yes.
Michaela Chatwin volunteers here and has been making the full English breakfast for the officers, but she's also mum to Molly, one of the group members, and says Pulp Friction has been vital in caring for her daughter after she suffered a cardiac arrest.
It's been fantastic. Molly had cardiac arrest in January this year and we almost lost her, but she's very sporty and it was while she was doing one of her sports. But Pulp Friction have been supportive, they came to visit her in hospital and Molly just loved coming here.
Founder Jill Carter says this week has been jam-packed with Christmassy prep to get decorations and treats ready for their annual festive feast.
Some of our members have needed support from the police or from our local PCSO, Zoe, and she comes in and runs workshops around online safety, personal safety, travel on public transport. So we've got a really nice relationship with them. It's starting to get a bit hectic. You will have noticed when you came in, everybody's very excited. And we've been busy. You'll probably see them later, but we've got our big Christmas party on Friday. We have it every year. We'll have about 200 people there. So this week we've been prepping our table decorations.
With police now fed, the group can now continue preparing for the most jolly time of the year. Jordan Guerrero for Nuts TV.
We love Christmas. I'm happy New Year.
Twinkling lights, delicious seasonal treats and children's laughter immersed in Nottingham Castle as it was transformed into a festive hotspot. Whether you're hunting for unique gifts or simply soaking in the Christmas spirit, this market truly has something for everyone. In collaboration with It's in Nottingham, organizers spent 6 months creating an unforgettable experience for more than 10,000 visitors. Amy Colson, one of the key organizers, peeked behind the curtain of the event.
Christmas at the Castle is back for its second year and it's twice the size. That means twice the amount of independent designer makers from Nottingham and Nottinghamshire are able to come and share what they do with this fantastic audience here at this beautiful location.
The market featured around 70 traders who poured their creativity and hard work into making this season special not just for themselves, but for the community.
Our business is actually doing 3 different markets this weekend, so we are spread quite thin, but we're doing our best. So we've got different staff and different stock in different places, and obviously it's hard work.
Once a symbol of royalty, Nottingham Castle's ancient walls still hold echoes of history. The ghost of the Victorians came alive at the Christmas market, with characters bringing the past to life.
We're here today just interacting with the general public, saying hello and looking at the beautiful stalls.
And also bringing the Christmas spirit.
Oh, absolutely. And cheering up all the traders, it's absolutely marvellous.
Yes, and waving to absolutely everyone that we can possibly find.
Christmas is all about traditions, and that was clear to see inside the castle walls.
The clog steps that we do came from Lancashire, Ireland, the northeast of England. Wherever anybody starts doing tap dancing in clogs, you can see that wood there is a lot thinner than that one. Yeah. So that's been danced harder.
On one side, heavier.
And maybe Christmas market will be wrapped away, but the Christmas spirit is here to stay. Now I have a final thing to do. I'm here with Greenwood Step Clock, and they're gonna teach me some moves. Okay, so what do I do now?
Step left.
Step.
And shuffle right. Step left, shuffle right.
You know what, guys? It's harder than it looks like. I'm gonna keep practicing. Thank you so much. It was Katrina Sabadash for Nuts TV.
Whatever you got planned this festive season, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.